race to vaccinate the population against COVID-19 continues here in the U.S. And this morning, we got some positive news on Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine. Yahoo Finance's Anjalee Khemlani joins us now for the latest on this story and all the developments in the COVID fight. Anjalee.
Thanks, Myles. Yes, so Pfizer let us know this morning that they have completed observing their phase 3 trial participants for 6 months, which is what was required by the FDA in order to move ahead for full approval. So they're now in a good position to do that. And what they observed was that in the 12,000 adults, they saw 91.3 efficacy reported, which means that among the participants, even those who were vaccinated, some of those did get COVID-19, but there was only one case of severe disease, so it remains pretty strong. Also saw strong results against the South Africa variant in the trial participants there against that B.1.351 variant that is prevalent down there. So all really good news and puts the company in a strong position to apply for full approval of this, and that will move them forward to being able to market it and be able to expand where it is delivered. Meanwhile, we also heard from Jonhson and Johnson some concerns there about a plant run by Emergent Biosolutions that is producing the Jonhson and Johnson vaccine. The New York Times reported late yesterday that plant did run into some trouble on a batch based on human error. But what it is apparently is just not an authorized plant right now. So that batch will not immediately affect doses that are supposed to be committed in arms. The company did say in a statement that plant did run into the errors based on a quality control process. And so for right now, it's not authorized. And so those doses will not be affecting the future. It remains unclear what will happen after April, because that's the latest that we have information on the commitment of doses from Jonhson and Johnson. Meanwhile, some more good news in the testing space. We know that rapid antigen tests are really one of those things that everyone is looking for, more widely accessible in order to reopen public spaces like schools and offices, et cetera. Abbott is now out with their Bionex now. That's the same rapid antigen test that was bought by the government for about $5 each and sent around to nursing homes. So those are now going to be available in stores in quote unquote coming weeks. The company has said that while it has not set a price just yet, it does commit to putting it into the single digits of dollars. So it would be a low cost option. Right now, we know that some of those that have been approved by the FDA for over-the-counter, no prescription, are in the double digits, low double digits, between $25, $30, et cetera. So this would likely be one of the lowest out there. Guys, back to you.
All right, and Anjalee, we see the B-roll there, I guess, of how that at-home test works. I haven't taken one yet, so I guess I'll figure it out someday in the future. I just want to quickly follow up on the J&J news, because I think it caught everyone's attention, and there's always concern when you see human error essentially spoiling 15 million doses of the vaccine. I made the point in our meeting this morning to the team that, well, we're vaccinating like 20 plus million people per week, so what's the big deal with 15 million doses? But what's the read-through here, I guess, on the risk to the vaccine supply chain? Is this a J&J specific issue, or are there other concerns with Moderna and Pfizer's vaccines that we should be more aware of or more cognizant of or be more guarded against, I suppose?
Well, in general, the vaccine production process has been, we've seen some delays based on other issues. It is an easily error-ridden process. But what we do know is that, number one, the 15 million doses was not confirmed by Johnson & Johnson. They actually did not give a number, saying that the New York Times is the one that reported that number. And it's based on the biologic process. You can't exactly figure out the doses, you can estimate. But on that note, the doses that we're currently getting from Jonhson & Johnson are from the Netherlands. So it's not disrupting that throughput to what we're getting over here. We're relying on that plant for right now, but this could have been, a more long-term future out. The same plant is also working on AstraZeneca doses as well. And we know that those aren't authorized yet in the US. So it's really more of a future outlook problem and what could happen down the road. To your point, yes, we already seem to have enough doses, basically just from Pfizer and Moderna. So we haven't seen any major issues crop up that could delay that rollout and those commitments. They already seem to be ahead of the commitment actually on those full 300 million doses that they had committed to through June of this year.
All right, Yahoo Finance is Anjalee Khemlani with all the latest on the COVID-19